Hi, it's Hoshi here with Anime on location at Animatic Con. Here with Michael, Knightmage. How are you doing today, Michael?
Doing great. Great.
So, how did you get started in the world of cosplay?
Well, it kind of started in 2011. I've always loved dressing up for Halloween, and one Halloween, 2011, I decided to make my own costume. It was the Green Lantern John Stewart. So I had my girlfriend help me sew the costume and went out to the bars and had fun. And that was kind of my first experience like making my own costume. And so I actually had never been to a convention before. After that, I started getting asked to do different charity events around the local community, like Relay for Lives, and theme was superheroes. So I said, I have this superhero outfit, I'll do it. I had a blast. And so then I actually started getting a little bit of notoriety online. So I started making more costumes. I went to my first convention in 2012, which was the Cincinnati Comic Expo, and I've just been addicted ever since.
Well, that's awesome. So it says here in your bio that you came up with your stage name while working on Who Wants to Be a Superhero.
So I didn't actually make the show, unfortunately, but I was alternate. The name Knightmage, it was a reality show back in 2006, Who Wants to Be a Superhero, hosted by Stan Lee, and I came up with the character Knightmage. He was basically a cross between a Jedi Knight and Doctor Strange. But that was my character. Like I said, I didn't make the show, but I got pretty far. It was pretty cool. And once I started cosplaying, I didn't do anything with the character for so many years. Once I started cosplaying, I thought, okay, let me do something with this character. So I started doing a little like web series on YouTube, and it was fun. And then I started cosplaying more and more, and the name kind of stuck. So I just kind of became Knightmage. It's kind of just the stage name I use now.
That's pretty awesome. Me and my little brother used to watch that show all the time. Okay, so so cosplay has helped many people with a variety of issues. So what was it like helping people through this medium?
It's incredible. It's incredible to see the impact it has. I know personally for me on physical levels, it's helped me in many ways. So I can only imagine what it's doing for other people. And that was one of the things when I started cosplaying and started doing the charity events, I started seeing how it's affecting people. That's what I wanted to do. I mean, I love the art. I love the art of it and creating the costumes, but it's the impact that I really want to convey. So that's why I make it a point, no matter what I'm doing with cosplay, it has to be for a purpose other than myself. So that's me.
That's a beautiful answer. So you're well known for your Piccolo cosplay, which helped pay off the layaway on Christmas at Toys R Us. Yeah. So how was that?
Again, amazing. 2 years ago, there was a guy who goes on Facebook by the name of Drunken Bob's Creations. He contacts me. He's from Colorado. He contacts me and says, hey, you know, I'm a huge fan of your work. I really admire you. I want you to create this costume. And I don't do commissions. You know, I don't make costumes for other people because I don't have time. So he's like, I want you to make this costume. I said, I really don't have time. Sorry. But he said, no, I want you to make this costume for yourself. I will pay you X amount of money just to see you as Piccolo. And I started thinking, I was like, you're going to pay me this amount of money, which is a crazy amount of money just to dress as Piccolo? And when I found out he's really serious about it, I was like, you know what? Okay, tell you what. I'll match your amount. I'll make the costume, and then I'll donate it to a charity or something like that. So I made the costume, and I came up with the idea of just going to Toys R Us and paying off the layaways, because Christmas time is special time, and I try and do stuff all year round, but I want to go that extra mile for Christmas. And I thought, what better way to just go as Piccolo to Toys R Us and pay off layaways, you know? And so yeah, it was an amazing experience. I didn't know it was going to get the traction it did, and I mean, I'm glad it did. It's helped me in other ways. It's inspired other people. So I'm really glad it did. But yeah, that was incredible. And it's actually inspired me to, I don't want to step up my game, but just to do a little bit more and more every year. So it's helped me in that way too.
So you received the President's Volunteer Service Award. Tell us a little bit about that.
That was funny story with that. I received the letter a few months prior to me receiving the award, and I knew I was going to receive it. However, I'm not going to lie, I kind of skimmed the letter. I didn't really read it, and I kind of thought it was a local award. So I was like, oh wow, it's really cool, I'm honored. But the date the award ceremony was, I had a charity event going on. So I just thought, okay, I'll just go to a charity event, I'll get the award in the mail or something like that. So I went to the charity event, and that night on the news, I saw a presidential award, ceremony, and they said my name and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, that president of the United States. Like, I thought it was just like a local thing. I didn't know it was a national, award. I was like, oh crap. So I blew off the president of the United States for a charity event. So that happens, right?
Right. Very humble.
Yeah. But it's an amazing honor. That it's something. I mean, the fact that they address me as Knightmage, that it's an incredible honor, and I'm extremely proud of it.
So it also says in your bio that you had a chance to walk Hollywood. Tell us about that.
I've done a couple films, Hollywood films. I've done like The Avengers, Dark Knight Rises, Spider-Man 3. I've done extra work, and I've also done stunt work in them. Those were incredible experiences. The connections made, meeting, Chris Evans. It was this incredible experience. And actually, they're only comic book movies I do, only because I think that's what really, screams to me. But I would love to actually get back into doing more stunt work, even though I'm getting old and my body doesn't agree with me right now. But I would love to start getting back more into it and see where it goes.
So, with all that you already do, you are also a police officer. How do you find time with cosplay and charity work?
I have no idea. I honestly, I don't know. So yeah, I'm in law enforcement. That's my day job. That's what pays the bills. And so my job, they're really supportive of what I do. So they work with me on getting time off and stuff like that, because one, they love it because it's good PR for them, and I'm doing something great. So that's fine. I just make time. I just make the time. It's just no ifs, ands, or buts. Just make the time.
If you don't have the time, make the time. So, how do you feel being a part of this amazing con and the message that they bring?
It's amazing. I mean, for it to be a first-year con, the turnout for the first day was incredible. I love that they're doing something different. They want to be different. They're trying to set themselves apart from every other convention, which is amazing. Not to mention they're doing it for a great cause. It's not about themselves. And that's something special in itself. So it's incredible, and I'm humbled to just be here, and it's awesome.
So can you tell us a little bit about the charities that the convention is tied to?
Yeah, so they're doing for Autism Rocks, and also to Make It Fit Foundation for Autism. Two wonderful organizations, and actually before this con, I'm always looking for different organizations to work with, and before this con, I had really never heard of these two. But I'm glad now I know so much about them, and I hope to work with them soon again later.
So, is there anywhere that your fans can keep up to date with you, like updates, news?
Everywhere. No. Instagram, Knightmage1 on Instagram. Twitter @Knightmage. On Facebook, Knightmage1. And on Facebook also, you can look me up, Michael Knightmage Wilson. It's my personal page, but not personal page, because my life is an open book.
And is there any updates that your fans should know about?
I'm always working on something. I'm always doing something. I'm always just, I will say, I'm so excited because I just got a phone call from this huge, I can't really say much, but I just got a phone call from this huge organization, and I'm going to be going to San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm just so excited. It's going to be a huge project, and wow, just keep your eye on that. It's going to be amazing. Oh.
Now I'm excited. So you heard it here first on Anime on Location. See ya.